This is so much better than any packaged ramen ever could be. Hey Busy Bees, it's Zhang, and today we're continuing on our back to school series with ramen. Ramen is pretty much a staple for all college students because it's so cheap, but it can be a little unhealthy. So today I'm gonna share a quick ramen 3 ways that's somewhere in between that packaged ramen and the really yummy restaurant kind. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you guys are excited to try ramen in a new way, and don't forget to subscribe below to watch more back to school videos. We'll go ahead and get started. Here I have this organic millet and brown rice ramen. I found a really large package of this at Costco and I really enjoyed it. It's a lot healthier than the fried packaged noodles, and this one is only like 4 minutes to cook, so it's fast. So all we have to do is boil it in a pot of water for 4 minutes. Once it's softened, go ahead and drain it, and then we'll set it aside. So our noodles are all cooked, and now it's time to assemble. The first bowl I'm gonna show you is the miso ramen. I came up with this by pure fluke. I had a meal-fee thing of bone broth and I was so hungry. We had that Costco pack of the rice ramen and I had nothing to eat. Nate was like, just make ramen, and I thought, I don't really have any of the materials to make like a real bowl of ramen, so he said just get creative. So I opened up my fridge, I saw the leftover miso, and to use it up I was like, maybe I can make like a miso ramen, and it was amazing. I can't tell you how happy I was with that creation. So today I'm gonna show you guys how to make it. So first I have 1 tablespoon of miso. This is just the yellow miso, but if you have like the red miso or even the Korean version, which is like doenjang, the soybean paste, you can totally use that too. Add it to your bowl. And then I have 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. To add just an extra oomph of flavor, I have like 1/8 of a teaspoon of grated ginger. And then I'll just mix until it becomes a nice paste. So that is the base for our miso ramen. Now if you wanted it a little bit spicy, you can add like a tablespoon or less of sriracha or chili oil, and that would give it a lot of oomph. So now I'm just gonna start layering our ramen bowl. Here I have our noodles that we cooked off earlier. We'll just add it in. I have 1 bok choy on the side as well. Next, I have a little bit of soybean sprouts. Now you can certainly use regular mung bean sprouts, but this is what I had in the fridge, so I wanna use it up. The idea for this ramen is to use what you have and be creative with your ramen toppings. Like anything goes here. And then I have my blanched shiitake mushrooms, all sliced up. Some stir-fried ground meat. I started with about 1/2 pound of meat here. This is gonna be used for our other bowl as well, but for meal prepping, I like having ground meat ready to just add salad, rice bowls, ramen. This was simply some ground turkey with garlic, ginger, soy sauce, and oyster sauce, and like a hint of honey just to balance everything out. Super easy. I'll put the recipe in the description box below. I'm just gonna spoon on a tiny little bit. This is looking like a legit bowl of ramen. Now you can add a soft-boiled egg to this if you'd like, but I'm saving mine for the next one. Now I'm gonna add some chopped green onions, sprinkle it on top. And then finally for the broth, I like just getting boxed bone broth. They already did the work for me. If you can find them in the frozen section, totally go for those, but these work just fine, and they're not super salty. There's no salt added, and they add a lot more depth than your traditional chicken broth. So I've already boiled off 2 cups of chicken broth. I just want enough to kind of cover the noodles and fit inside the bowl. So it could be more than 2 cups or less depending on the size of your bowl. It smells so hearty. Now because our miso base is at the bottom, you want to just mix everything up let it meld with the broth, and we're ready to taste. This is so much better than any packaged ramen ever could be. And it's fresh, you're using real ingredients here. Oh, just like that day when I made that fine cuisine, I was blown away. I was like, whoa, I gotta share this recipe with you guys. The bone broth is hearty. It really makes a difference. And then the miso flavor with a little bit of ginger and soy sauce. The perfect salty umami flavor. I really wish I could finish this bowl of ramen right here, but I have another delicious one to share with you. It's the butter garlic shoyu ramen. Now this one is super easy. I'm gonna start with 1 tablespoon of soy sauce for our base. Next, about a 1/4 teaspoon of sugar, 2 cloves of minced garlic, just to balance everything out. Our base is done, so now I'm gonna start layering. I'll add our ramen noodles directly into the bowl. It can be a little sticky, but that's okay. Then a little bit of our ground turkey, now some corn, and then some menma, which are bamboo shoots. I got this at the Japanese market. Looks like this. About 1/2 tablespoon of butter. This adds a really nice creaminess to the overall broth. Some green onions, and of course our broth. But wait, we're not done yet. I have hopefully a soft-boiled egg in here. A soft-boiled egg is like the hardest thing to master, and to be honest, you guys, I don't think this is a soft-boiled egg, but I'm gonna use it anyways. Too cooked, that's okay. Finally, I'll top it with a seaweed, or 2. Again, I'm gonna mix everything up to melt the butter, to mix the shoyu, the soy sauce. Let's give it a try. So the broth, with the combination of the garlic, the shoyu, which is soy sauce, I keep changing between the two, but the soy sauce with a hint of sugar for balance, and then mixed together with the butter, it's creamy, it's salty, it's just perfectly balanced. And the best part was that bite of corn. I always request extra corn in any ramen bowl that I order, regardless of whether it works or not. I just love that added sweetness from the corn kernel. And then the ramen, like I said, it's just, this ramen just tastes healthier. And then the meat, because it's so neutral and complementary with all of these flavors, this bowl is a winner. Winner, winner, ramen dinner. So our last bowl is a vegetarian one that I'm going a little bit outside of the box. We're gonna make it Thai coconut ramen. So I'm starting with 1 tablespoon of red curry paste. You can find this at any grocery stores in the Asian section, along with a 1/4 cup of coconut milk. Make sure it's the one from a can. With the whisk, I'll just mix. And that's our base. I'm all about that base, about that base. Now we'll start layering by adding our ramen noodles, our veggies. I have bok choy, broccoli, carrots, shiitake mushrooms. I'll throw our menma in there, some green onions, and finally some mushroom broth. I really like this one because it goes so well with the curry paste, but if you want to use vegetable broth, you totally can too. This looks so good. I'm gonna mix it up and we're gonna go in. So the Thai curry paste already has so much flavors of lemongrass, galangal, everything that you would imagine from a Thai curry, except mixed with the mushroom broth. It's nice and earthy. The coconut just adds a layer of creaminess to it. This is so delicious. Of course, if you wanted to make it non-vegetarian, you totally could too by using the chicken broth and adding any kind of meat you would like. So I have two really big takeaways from this video. The first one is I love corn on ramen, and I would pretty much add it on any ramen bowl. It would go so well on this one too. And the second one is I need to work on my soft-boiled egg skills. Aside from that, the message that I want to send you guys is that making ramen can be healthy. You don't have to have those packaged ramen that's totally unhealthy, full of MSG for you. You can integrate fresh vegetables, use fun flavors like miso, butter corn, and just have fun with it. I'm telling you, if you guys end up making this in your dorm room, you're gonna get a line out of your dorm room dojo, your doorjo. I don't know. Anyways, if you guys end up making this ramen, don't forget to tag me on Instagram at honeysucklebees and let me know which one you'd be interested in trying first. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!